Okay, it says it's recording. Alrighty. Hello, everyone. My name is Jill Cherry with Cherry Picked Webco, and I have with me today Dr. Ethan Spore. How's it going, Dr. Spore?
Great.
Awesome. Why don't you go ahead and tell them a little bit about who you are, where your practice is, and then just a little bit about your practice.
Okay. I'm from Southeast Kansas, real small town down here in the corner, right beside Missouri and Oklahoma. Grew up in a town of about 1,500, so real rural and country, as you will, is my lifestyle and background. I moved to Pittsburg for undergrad, and then that is where I ended up creating a life and a home and a family. So my practice is here in Pittsburg, Kansas, which is still Southeast Kansas. There's a real big D2 school here that kind of helps the town to thrive. Town of about 22,000, so much larger than originally where I came from. And I provide a very principled chiropractic care to patients around me and in my area.
Awesome. Now, before you started working with me and Cherry Picked for your website, what was like the biggest challenge you felt you faced getting new patients in the door?
Uh, well, I just couldn't get them in the door at all, to be honest.
Okay.
I was lucky enough to be able to have you provide my website for opening, basically. I had kind of played around with a few in chiropractic school at the end on Squarespace and just some real cruddy ones, and I was not happy with them. In the beginning, first couple of months, I didn't have a site yet. I can't remember now, but I did, local advertising and whatnot, try to get people in the door, and nothing really seemed to work yet. That's kind of the ebbs and flows of opening a new practice, but I didn't really have much of anything to go off of before I had my website.
Okay, awesome. And then what made you choose Cherry Picked? Like, I'm sure you interviewed other people, or maybe you didn't, maybe you're just referral. But what made you decide to go with us?
Uh, well, I had a really good idea that I wanted to in the beginning just because of who referred you to me, and that's Dr. Tim Young. Excuse me.
Thank you,
And
Young.
uh, after speaking with you on the phone, it was pretty easy to want to accept you and let you do my website. I liked the energy, the flow was nice, the conversation was great. You're a sweetheart. And you remind me a lot of my wife, and obviously, we both know you guys get along great.
Love Ashton. Shout out to
But
Ashton.
it was just a really good conversation, and I enjoyed speaking with you, and I trusted what you had to say. So I went ahead and decided to let you take control of
Awesome. Cool. Now, as far as new patients go, did you come prepared with numbers today? Can you give us a rough average monthly average of new patients that you get in the door? Maybe even speak on the quality or the type of person that walks through the door from the website. Do they come in pre-qualified? If you wouldn't mind just speaking on that.
Yeah, so I did not come prepared with any numbers, but I will say that I do have a spot on all my new patient intake work that asks where somebody heard about me or like a referral. And my website is the number one thing that people write down. It's they see that and it brings them in. So it is definitely the biggest aspect. When I go look, I have in my small 22,000, there's six other chiropractors, and one chiropractic office has five chiropractors in it. So there are a big population of chiropractors here. I'll go look at all their websites. Nobody's compares to mine. Mine has a lot better energy, a lot better colors, a lot more informative, and it really just sticks out. So the website itself definitely, I mean, somebody's iffy at all. As soon as they go on there, they feel at home, they feel comforted, they enjoy what they're seeing, and it pulls them in very easily. And then usually they at least have a pretty good idea of what they're coming into as well. They're not coming in blindsided. They're not going to know what is going on. We have a lot of details on the website to explain about me, my office, and how things go. So when they come in, they know what they're expecting and they know what's going to happen, and everything flows really, really well.
Awesome. That makes me so happy. Good. What do you think surprised you most about working with me and Ebony, our little small but mighty team? And we'll make this a two-part question. So, what surprised you most about working with us? And then, if another chiropractor is listening to this and they're just really on the fence working with me, and my company, what would you tell them?
Okay, so what surprised me most is really easy. I don't have to do anything. So besides upload a few pictures in the beginning, and then I try to upload some 1 or 2 times a year just to update my website to kind of keep it up to par. I really don't do a thing. So a lot of compliments, a lot of success from it, and all I have to do is sit here. So that was the nice part about that.
Awesome.
Um, and then if another chiropractor was thinking about it and wondering if they should or shouldn't, I think they should have a phone conversation with you and just listen to you and hear your energy, because that's very convincing and will put a smile on your face. So that is very easy to want to allow you to do it. And then, I mean, what do you have to lose too? I mean, it's going to be an investment in your practice, an investment in yourself. Hopefully you talk about this all the time with your patients. If you want to actually see a change on your website, you're going to have to put something into it. So Jill and Ebony can do that. They can put something into it and make it a lot more eager and pleasant for your patients and your community. So people will be more willing to come in. So I think you should just give it a shot and see what happens. There's no contract as long as nothing's changed, as far as I remember.
Yeah.
So if you don't like it, then you can back out later. But I think you'd be really surprised with how well it turns out.
Awesome. And then while you were talking, made me think of one last question. Have you recouped your money that you've invested in the website?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I haven't done any actual crunching of numbers on it, but I'm sure I have for sure.
I feel like I priced my websites that all a doc would have to get in is two new patients from the website, and they're instantly in the green. So, have you gotten two new patients from the website in?
Oh yeah,
Okay, awesome.
definitely.
Okay, cool. Well, guys, that concludes this case study with Dr. Spore. So you can hear it from him out of the horse's mouth, so to speak. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, get in contact with me. Dr. Spore, thank you so much for your time, and I hope you have a great rest of your Monday.
Thank you. You as well.
Thanks.